Hello and welcome to 15-Minute Gamer. My name is Tony and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more videos.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the channel. My name is Tony. This is 15 Minutes with 15-Minute Gamer, where we have 15 minutes to discuss all the latest gaming news, stories, chill out, maybe pick a topic or two, and just shoot the breeze for 15 minutes. So without further ado, let's get that timer on. One click of a button. There we go. And let's get started. So, as always, we start with what's been happening on the channel this week. I've had a pretty good week this week because I did a video on the gaming chair, which you can see here. This is my new gaming chair, which is in the background here. It's a Secret Lab Dark Knight edition. Check out the review. It's a really good chair. I highly recommend it if you're in the market for a new chair. It's comfortable. It looks good. It's just such a cool chair. So, and it's Batman. What more could you want? Also, I put up a video for Insurgency Sandstorm talking about the new mod, the ISMC mod. And that's had something like 1,500 views in 3 or 4 days, which I just can't believe. That's so much for my channel. So yeah, guys, if you've watched that, thank you very much. And also a Flight Simulator video about On Air, which is like the mod for Flight Simulator, which turns it into a bit of a career mode. It's like £7 a month, or you can buy yearly. It's probably well worth it. Check out some more videos coming in the future with that. I'm going to add more and more as we go on. And finally, to do with my gaming stuff, if I get rid of you and drag over this, I now have a Discord. It's called 10 Forward. I'm going to do a separate video on this, obviously, with a bit more time talking about it. I wanted to create a safe space for gamers to, and just geeks, gamers or geeks, whichever takes your fancy. Call it 10 Forward after Star Trek, of course. I wanted a place to chill, talk. I didn't want to be about a certain game or a certain community. I wanted it to be all-encompassing for all communities to come and just talk and chat and stuff like that. I'll put a link in the description. As you can see, it only started up this week, so there's only a couple of members in, and we've got Scott the Bot there. As you chat more in the group, you'll rank up and you can go up different XP levels, and then you can post your own links. We're going to do things like follow trains in the future, where if you go on Twitch, we'll have Twitch events going on. Community playing, you can chat away, you can talk to me if you really want to. Don't know why you would, but you might want to. And yeah, come and check it out. Link in the description. Just accept the rules, read the welcome thing. I think you just sort of react to it and it's done. So yeah, come on over. Come on over. It's a friendly place. And I want to kind of make it, I want to involve a lot more. I'm trying to get a lot more community focused. You might have known with like the posts I've been putting on, the polls, and just kind of just being that more chatty and stuff like that, because I'm usually not, which is why these podcasts started as well. So I could just kind of chat to you guys and involve you a bit more. So yeah, that's kind of Discord's been a big thing. I've been, well, not just me, my friend Charlotte as well has been helping me massively with it, trying to get set up. She will be on this podcast in the next few weeks, just kind of as a guest and to chat about gaming and stuff. So keep an eye out for that. Right, kind of the main thing I wanted to talk about this week was the State of Play, which is the PlayStation conference. However, I want to merge that in a little bit with this current console generation. I don't know if it's just me, but nothing has really kind of made me go, yeah, that's a big step forward. That is what I want in a console. I was expecting this console generation to really wow me. When I saw the PlayStation 5, I was like, whoa, okay, I'm going with it. But has it just been very disappointing, underwhelming? I've not seen many adverts. There's been no big launch game. There's been no massively big announcements to make you go, wow, okay, I want a PlayStation 5. Plus, to go with the issues with scalpers, the issues with bots, the fact that you can't get a PlayStation 5 is just really compounding it all for me to go, it's just been very, very just not a very good launch. And I don't think it has. I think they really should have waited a little bit, but they just both wanted to go ahead for that Christmas launch. And I think they should have really waited until they had something to really show and become a system seller. And that's how I felt watching the state of the play. And it reminded me of the phrase, sometimes just because you can do something, you don't have to do something. And I think when I was watching this, I was just like, you guys have nothing to show, do you? Like, literally nothing to show off, nothing big, nothing massive. And just looking at the downvotes on this video, you can just tell, I think downvotes are something like 6.4 thousand, so 6,400 downvotes on this, which is just incredible. But yeah, state of play was super disappointing. I don't spend, obviously, loads of time on it because we've got other things to cover. But they announced Crash Bandicoot 4 was coming to PlayStation 5. Wow. They announced this game called Returnal. I've made like timing notes on that screen, which kind of makes me remind me of that film Live, Die, Repeat with Tom Cruise with them like tentacle monsters. It's got a sci-fi jibe, kind of like Dark Souls with guns maybe. Again, is that what I expect to see coming towards the PlayStation 5? Not really. Like, yeah, it looks alright, but does it look like something I wouldn't have played on the PlayStation 4? Not really. Next up was, oh god, this game. Knockout City, which is a dodgeball-esque 3-on-3, 1-on-1 game. It looks awful. That'll be played for about a couple of weeks, and you'll never hear from it again, I can guarantee. And if that game isn't free, I mean, the developer said like, oh, this is 4 years of hard work or something. What? Like, no, just no. I think it just looks terrible. Absolutely terrible. Next, we had the one game that might be half interesting, which was called Sifu, which is like a kung fu type game. Again, though, very little kind of indie game that might be worth some time. Will I be playing it? Probably not. Next up was Sola Ash, which is just looks like, yeah, looks quite pretty, but just your average run-of-the-mill platformer that we've seen just so many times lately. If you like that sort of game, I'm sure you're going to absolutely love it. But I like the graphics. The graphics are quite nice on it. Next up, we had Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, which is kind of like a first-person Five Nights at Freddy. Again, does that excite you very much? Not really. Oddworld, which we've heard of before, seen before. Again, if you like that sort of thing, another platforming game. Will I play it? Probably not. Am I excited about it? Not really, but platformers aren't my thing. Again, if that is, though, I'm sure you're going to absolutely love it. But yeah, it's coming out at some point. Next up was Kana Bridge of Spirits, which should be here. Another game that, yeah, looks pretty. And if you like that sort of thing, it's another kind of adventure, platformy, walking around game. But it has very cute little things in it, like these little things that follow them things, little fluffy things that look kind of cute. And yeah, I mean, another, Dark Souls type battle game. I'm sure it's going to be loved by some. Then we have Deathloop, which we've seen a million times before. And the funniest thing, well, not funny because it's quite disappointing, Final Fantasy, which caused a lot of problems, done a graphics comparison. Check these graphics comparisons out. PlayStation 5 versus PlayStation 4. Now, you're going to go, right, there's the graphics comparison. Can you see the problem? What comparison? They look the exact bloody same. Yeah, the lighting is slightly better. It's brighter. It's got a few little particle effects. Would that make you want to go to PlayStation 5? Again, just no. Just, I don't get it. I just don't. Look at that. That is almost the exact same. Look, if we look at the light, it's a little bit, it's also in a slightly different position. What? And yeah, so basically this is, I think it's a free upgrade, is it? It tells you kind of at the end. And you get a faster loading times. And if you've got PlayStation 4, you can kind of upgrade it. So there you go. If you want to copy the PlayStation 4 version, upgrade to the PlayStation 5 for free. You can even carry over your saved data, and there's a new episode as well. So I'm sure Final Fantasy is your thing. You're gonna love it. Final Fantasy isn't my thing. I've played one of them. I found it. That's just my opinion. Obviously, if you want to disagree, comments below. You can say, Tony, you're completely wrong. Final Fantasy is the best thing ever. But I must admit, Final Fantasy VII almost had me interested. Talk about disappointments. Is a game I was half looking forward to. Dropped a demo this week. I have not played it. It's called Outriders. It's a cover looter shooter. And it looks terrible. I think the graphics pretty poor. Every single area is designed, I think, if I go at this point in this video, you walk around a corner and it's just designed, as you can see, cover, 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 cover. They're going to come out this end. They've got cover, 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 cover. You're coming out this end, cover, 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 cover. There's some over there, some there, some there. It looks generic as hell. If this game is not dead in about 3 months, I'd be very, very surprised. It's a shame. I was kind of looking forward to something a bit different because it's got guns in, something where, you know, kind of a bit more realistic guns as well. The voice acting sounds terrible. The soundscape looks bad. That game's just gonna absolutely tank and die, which is a bit of a shame, really. But yeah, that's out. If you want to get a demo, you can grab it now. PlayStation news continues. We have, God, I was wondering what that picture was. It's like, oh, what have I been looking at? But yeah, I think it's just something else. PlayStation VR2 was announced. This has new controllers, and you can kind of see they've went for that look at, yeah, kind of a bit more like the PC, you know, a couple of extra buttons. Their move controls were just a bit rubbish for the old PlayStation VR. So I'm glad to see they get an upgrade. I was hoping to see that in the state of play as well. It would have been nice at the end for just go, ta-da, this is what it looks like, or this is some of the new games we've gotten. And more people that can play as VR and see it is a good thing because VR is amazing. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that works. Would it encourage me to get a PlayStation 5? Not really. Depending how good this tech is, it might sway me a little bit. I'm not too sure. That picture's still a little bit off-putting. So yeah, that was kind of announced. Cyberpunk news. You've got to have Cyberpunk news. They don't just delay games now. They don't just delay DLC now. They delay patches. So there was going to be a big patch. It's been pushed back to mid to end March because to save the hacking they got, the computers were down, they couldn't get on. And they said, our goal is to get patch 1.2 out, but we can't. So for that, I might wait in for the recent second half of March, which basically means the end of March. They don't enjoy sharing the news, and they're blaming kind of the hack, and they're very disappointed. Again, yeah, I don't know. This needs a lot of work, and this is just going to make more players drop off. I don't know how many people are playing it now, but I'm sure the drop-off number is probably quite high. Actually, that might be something interesting to put in later on. I might have a little look later and show you. We'll have a look at how many people's playing at the moment. Right, next up, weirdly, I know this isn't totally unsurprising news, is Anthem 2. Reboot is officially dead. BioWare have moved on. They've said they're going to continue to support it, but there won't be any updates coming out. There won't be anything new coming out. This mass overhaul isn't happening. I mean, we could all kind of see that coming. So, yeah, a bit of a shame. But I think it was always on the horizon. So, you can still play Anthem if you've got it. How long they'll keep that going, how long the player base is going to be there, I don't know. But, there you go. It's officially dead. And finally, in news, Squad's huge 2.0 update has arrived. So Squad is it's an interesting one. Basically, you squad up and it's a massive online battle between two teams. It is so much fun. It's very communicative though. You can't just go on and be a lone wolf. You really do have to work together. I like it. I've just reinstalled it actually to check out this news update. And the only thing I kind of don't like is that you can be forced into a squad leader role. And sometimes you might not be wanting to do that. And it can be a bit annoying because your team are just like, I'm not listening to you. And you're like, oh, come on. So if you're squad leader, you've kind of got to tell your team what to do. You've got to talk to the command. You've got to talk to other commanders and ask for help. And kind of, you know, like, it's interesting. So yeah, the 2.0 update has lots of new tools, modern, customizing UI for streaming. It's a massive list. There's new vehicles, new weapons, new optics. There's new map. There's, like, the maps have been made better. That was what I was looking for. But, and stop. So, yeah. What I was going to check out there, since we're stopping anyway, is, no, Cyberpunk. That was it. So, Cyberpunk is down to 25,000 from 830,000 at launch. So, yeah, I'm not going to, obviously, this is past the podcast. Of course, podcast extras. But yeah, you can see that it's absolutely tanked. And delaying that patch, you're going to lose more players. You're going to lose a couple of thousand more. You're probably going to be down to 20 by the time that patch comes out, if not even less. So yeah, Cyberpunk is dead. And that is it. You had a little bit extra there. You had an extra minute. So thank you very much for watching. Remember, Discord link below if you want to come and join in. I would appreciate if some of you maybe dropped in and said hi, because it would be nice to get lots of people chatting. And I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.